Someone wants Oprah Winfrey to snitch on Russell Simmons. We'll tell you who and why. Plus, Real Housewife of Atlanta, Drew Sidora, is sliding through the chat.
And did Marvin Sapp say, lock the church doors and give me that 4K right now to his parishioners?
Ooh, baby, I can't wait to hear about that. All of it.
Welcome to Side Dish. We hope you hungry for the dish, because here at Side Dish, man, we're more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal.
And joining us again tonight, she's a host, comedian, audience warm-up, performer, and so much more. It is the energy goddess herself, Davida D.
Yeah, baby.
Good vibes. Feeling the good
so
vibes.
happy
Good
to be
vibes.
back, honey.
Thank you.
All of this energy on the stage.
Thank you,
What
thank
it
you.
do, Side Dish,
That's
baby.
right. What do that side dish do, though? What do it? Show me what it do.
Hashtag what that side dish do.
That's a good hashtag. What that Side Dish
what I do for you. Okay, it's time for a little bit of Feed Me. There's a saying by Henry Matisse that creativity takes courage. All right, well, let's see if you guys have the courage to be a part of this art installation. Check this out.
Oh, okay.
Just
In reality, it's a unique performance art. The model is placed inside a bag, and all the air is removed, leaving only a small tube for breathing, ensuring that the experience remains completely safe.
Now, here's the thing: is before I put you in this bag and I suck all the air of it, I'm gonna need you to tell me what you had for breakfast. What we're not gonna do is hang you up. You can't get out once you done got in.
God.
Can you imagine having to go to the bathroom and that? On top of that, I'm having a panic attack
Right.
just looking at it. Sucked up? I don't even like to be in tunnels.
But that would be the best way. You know how they be having them art classes where they have people like hold the pose? That is the best way to get the people to stay still.
Really?
Like,
That's what you think?
I feel like any photographer that takes pictures of small children, this is how it should be done.
Oh, so suffocate them.
Yeah.
You know what? Just stay still and I'm gonna suffocate you
Yeah.
for this picture. Let me
I'm-
suffocate you.
I'm gonna freeze dry your 3 kids. I'm gonna take quick photos of them. They're gonna be fine, I promise.
I promise they're gonna be fine. Just a little frozen, just a little bit. Now, my thing is, would you do it?
I would.
Really?
I would, yeah.
I don't know, like, am I getting paid for, how long am I in the bag?
That's a great question.
How long?
I'm
am I
all
in the
about
bag?
getting a bag. I don't know about
Right. Getting in the bag? Yeah.
and suck my oxygen out. I'm trying to live.
Evidently, they're gonna be in there for hours.
I remember
For
when
art?
Shia LaBeouf was doing some level of performative art where he would just be posted up and standing there, but he wasn't shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
Let's just say if you could see any of your favorite celebrities shrink wrapped, who would you like to see in this particular position?
Man, looking like a toy at Walmart that you like take home, wrapped in
would
plastic.
you?
I would like to see like a 06 Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
Oh, what position you think?
Probably just flat, and the belly would give a 3D appearance because Gucci Mane in 2006, it was,
I like that.
He's not the guy that's in shape that we see now. He's come a long way. I salute
And
the
think
progress.
this is good. I'm here for body positivity.
All about it, man. Like, yeah, get it how you live.
know.
That's right.
Also, what poses would y'all hit?
Oh, I know what poses I would hit. It's definitely gonna be a hip hop pose, honey. Because we're gonna get in it like this.
Okay.
We're gonna get in it like this. Like, I wanna do a little get down, Run DMC style. Because I'm all about my hip hop, honey. If you're gonna suck me up right. I mean, I'm all about like a tummy tuck, a little, that look like you have to.
I might do my best to, like, if this is going to be an art piece,
Okay.
Yes.
if you will, I'm going to challenge the viewer, and I'm gonna hit them with the spread eagle, and I'm gonna just say, and then I'm staring at them as they're staring at me.
Ooh, I would love to see Aaron Pierre like that, honey.
How long do you think you'll hold your eyes without blinking though?
Not very long.
Like, so for me, I think I'm gonna hit them with the Michael
me see.
Jackson Thriller pose.
Oh yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a stuffed leopard for effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah.
Yo, you know what? That's kind of dope. Now, I like the little stuffed animal because I'm gonna need something with me because I'm gonna need emotional support to be sucked up like that.
You give me a little stuffed animal or pillow, I will fall asleep in that bag. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm claustrophobic looking at that art piece. I mean, it's art. Look, to each his own. That's your art, but you ain't sucking me up. I mean,
Yo,
you can suck me up, but you
They're
ain't
gonna
sucking me
make a
up.
super cut of you saying "suck me up," and yo, we're gonna get some clicks. We're about to clickbait the hell out of people.
Right.
Yeah, but
That's gonna be our
oh
new
my
gift right
gosh.
there.
Davida wants to be sucked up.
Said,
That's all I'm saying.
You can suck me up.
It's for all.
I need a little breathing tube.
I think that's why
Yes.
Diddy's in court.
No, man. Oh, no.
Which is also what Oprah says sometimes. How do we get in this mess? So, Russell Simmons' rape accuser Drew Dixon has subpoenaed Oprah Winfrey in her defamation case against Russell, demanding Oprah gives up evidence and cough up documents. Now, they're claiming that Oprah dropped out of producing a documentary on The Record, which addressed a number of women's accusations against Simmons because she found inconsistencies in their allegations and claimed that Oprah had recordings of conversations with accusers that revealed those alleged inconsistencies.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Oprah was producing a documentary.
Yes.
And then Oprah backed out of producing the documentary because she found inconsistencies. Now, this other accuser is suing to get that information? Is that, do we understand this right?
That's what it sounds like is happening. And what's interesting is that are we assuming it was inconsistencies? Or is it like, did Oprah see something and was like, ooh, Russell's my friend, you my friend, I don't want no parts of this, so I'm gonna fall back. Like, I have questions because if Drew is saying you have the evidence, then something was seen. And I wanna see it, come on, bro.
But I think also, too, you wanna really be careful because if my memory serves me correctly, Oprah also produced a documentary about Michael Jackson with some very questionable people in there that came to find out later that they were lying. So you don't want to necessarily be, especially like prominent people of color at that, with people who like may not 100% be telling the truth. Because some people might watch these documentaries and never hear the retractions or never hear the fact that this was a lie.
Most of the time, that's how that goes. Most of the time, anyhow, when someone comes out with an accusation, true or otherwise, you never come around and hear the retraction.
Right.
And that's the thing. I want to know all of the information because we can decide for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
And we talk about it here on Side Dish. We talk about it a lot with the Diddy case, which is about to get huge over the summer. You know, coming up in May. He's in court in May. Is like if the person did the thing, then they deserve to do their time.
Yes.
But that being said, the information has to come out one way or the other.
Right.
And that's what all I want to see. Just give us the facts. That's all we want to see. Give us the facts, give us the evidence, and let us decide for ourselves.
It is
because these are groundbreakers.
It is really hard for me to think about someone like Oprah seeing something that would, regardless of how her friendship was. Oprah to me seems like a person of like character, of extremely high level character. And so it's really hard for me to think that Oprah would squash or bury something that might aid an accuser. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing about Oprah, she ain't gonna snitch on her friends. Now, she has been pictured with a man who accidentally somehow got unalived while in prison, who also had a whole bunch of other famous friends who would go to an island that man owned. And mums the word on what she saw, did, or happened. But I also understand the narrative of like, if you're a person like the person I'm talking, Epstein, you have the money to fly influential people there.
That's true.
Just so you can be more influential yourself.
Of course. You're courting influence. You're courting clout. And but also, like a photo with somebody doesn't mean that you know everything that person did behind closed doors.
It could be just you at a networking event, and you're like, you know what? Let me get a little picture with you. I love your work, Tina. How you doing? Oh, come on, Headkrack. Let's take a picture. And then that happens.
And then you find out I suck air out of bags, and then people leave them up.
I don't know this guy.
Leave them up in my basement for weeks at a time.
Okay. So talking about Trick Daddy, baby. Let's talk about Trick Daddy. Now he loved the kids, but ladies, if you're older than 35, he said, I am not checking for you. Now, let's look at this video. And Trick is 51, so let's get into this, huh?
Dating women my age, that's the hardest in the world.
Oh, man.
They stuck in their ways. They wonder why they can't keep a man.
Now, look, you know they gonna get you for this now.
I don't give a damn. Them old hoes need to lower their standards and realize that this. Unless you want to
Trick, no. Trick,
unless the mother unless they want a swap out, artist, unless them want a yes man or a paymaster. I'm the sugar daddy with no sugar. Yeah, sweet and low. I'm not doing whatever you don't do, you don't get paid for. Stop always complaining. Like, for real. Them hoes stuck in their way. I asked her, where you at? You ain't my dad. I'm not your... I hope I'm not your daddy. I want to know where you at, bitch, in case you get in an accident, in case you get a flat tire. I'm not... See, women want to get treated like me. I can't... I don't like... I'm going to treat you like a... I treat any kind of way.
Wow.
Wow.
Who knew that Trick Daddy was the Leonardo DiCaprio of Miami?
Wow, that's
Okay.
hilarious.
I'm not
Trading him out. What do you say? Oh, he wants him under 30?
35.
Under 35.
Yes, and he's 51. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Yeah, I am, because you disrespecting us over 35. Trick Daddy, you 51. If you want a caretaker, just say you want a caretaker, honey. And you trying to dress it up. Because at age 51, this is the time where men start to decline in certain areas. And I'm just putting that out there just in case y'all don't know that information, because I do. And as he's complaining about us, well, baby, you might need one of us.
Hold on a second.
Because the younger ones, they can't cook like we do.
Are you trying to say that he can't keep his trick card?
Hey, all I'm saying is I'm wearing blue and he's swallowing it. Okay?
Oh, no. Oh, not the blue
That was
pill.
clever. That was clever.
I'm just
That was very
saying.
There it
clever.
is.
Yeah, man. I think because of the type of music he makes and the type of people that his music attracted back in the days, a lot of his core fan base is getting up there.
Sure.
They're running neck and neck with
Yeah.
you age-wise. It's going to be hard to keep up. There's going to become a point where his whole stance is going to invert.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I ain't dating nobody younger than 65.
Or the other thing is his stance is going to invert, or we're going to see a situation and all of us are going to be like, oh, that's not good, because she'll be too young and she'll be too impressionable and she won't have
And I want to go and give her a hug and be like, girl, run, baby,
Yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
Because that's not the situation you should be in.
Yeah, these girls are gonna run circles around you. There's new game being taught every single day, brother.
Yes,
you be careful out
Daddy.
there. To everybody in the chat,
Pawpaw.
to the guys in the chat, what's the youngest that you've ever dated, and how low will you go? All right. And to the other over 35 crew, how y'all feel about what Trick Daddy said? Do you know Nan like him? Do you?
It is funny, I do know women in their late 30s who will date men in their early 50s, and not with no hesitation about that at all. So it's that's not, that's close to a decade off, I guess, but.
I think this, when it comes to dating, I date based on energy. I'll find out your age later, but as long as you over a certain age, okay, let me be smart about this. I don't want to say 21 because, but at least about 25, 26.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, because energy, that's something that is so important in a relationship when you connect to somebody. And if you meet someone and you're like, oh, they my age, we have the same experiences, but reality is that might not be your person. Your person probably ain't even born yet, but at the same time, I'm not saying I want to date somebody a certain age. I'm just saying, let me date energy.
A certain
That's what
energy.
you should say, Trick Daddy. Just say you want to date energy, because right now you need a caretaker, and then later on you're going to need somebody that can cook and actually take you to the hospital and know what a heart attack look like when you're having one. That's all I'm saying, baby.
Well, there's a fine line, because you can start off by dating energy, but if the person's too old, now you're dating a spirit.
Right. Right. Speaking of the spirit, Marvin Sapp is under fire for preaching a not so good
and
word.
they understand the cost.
Okay, and locking. Okay, this brother in Christ, locked his congregation inside of the church until they all sent him some money, $40,000 to be exact. He's got a bunch of hostages in the Lord's house. Check this out.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed.
Yo, listen, I don't work for the feds. However, he just kidnapped the whole church.
Yeah.
Yes.
OJ went to jail for how many years?
Okay.
Over
Many.
walking into a room and telling everybody in the room that they can't leave.
Yeah. Well, and it was his stuff.
Okay, and who locks the doors?
It was the repetition of close the doors, so they knew he was serious. Close the doors.
And
Close the doors.
now.
And I bet you he got that thing on him, Marvin Sapp, because preachers be having guns on.
Oh, strapped?
Of course. Yeah. Just to keep the spirits down. Allegedly.
Wow. $20 a person is not a crazy amount, but also that's a crazy thing to tell people they ain't going until he gets it.
Let me tell you, I spoke to God, and let me tell you what God said.
What?
His blessings are free, honey. There's no ATM, there's no bank in heaven. So I'm good. I'm walking out the door. Appreciate you. I'm being honest, because reality is you can't force somebody not to pay their bills.
Right.
You can't. You don't know what people like financial situation is. So to say, hey, you gotta pay me if you want this scripture, if you want this blessing. And it's like, I got a direct line to God, honey. And he spoke to me, he said, I got you, baby, I got you. Don't break your pockets. You're still gonna get blessed, honey. You're still gonna get blessed. But
I never would have paid it.
Never.
Hey, get
Never
out of
would've
here,
paid
man.
it.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
No, absolutely not.
Do you think anybody tried to slip out the back door?
Oh.
Little church finger?
I would guess. I would assume. I want to know how this worked out. Did he get the money? Do we know?
Okay.
I mean, the video got out, so I think at some point.
I mean,
video
unless
got
they
out.
still in that church right now.
That camera
talking
turns
about,
around and
"Can y'all
says,
let us
"Help."
out?" Yeah. We sending smoke signals. Get us out of here.
Help. Send $20.
And the crazy thing is how resourceful churches have got, because there used to be the old school collection plate going by.
Yes.
Now they'll throw that little QR code on there in a heartbeat, or text cash to
The Cash App,
62, whatever the
Zelle.
heck number is going
And
to be.
like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I went to a church, my sister's church, and you know what they did?
What?
When the collection plate came past, they was like, if you hungry, if you need money for anything or clothes, then you take money out. And for people that can give, you put money in so we could give it to the community. Now, this was a huge church.
Okay.
Okay, there's several, branches of it. I like that church, okay? That church is on some, we're literally giving to the community. And for the kids, they put the toys, book bags, and they like, here, kids. And it's not the pressure on the congregation. See, if you're gonna open up a church, it's the same thing as opening up a business. You better make sure you have the financial stability to sustain without depending on your congregation.
Fair enough.
You're a community. You're supposed to be serving a community. That's
I
just
thought you
my
was going to say
thoughts.
by the time the pan got to the end, there was nothing in it.
Oh, no,
Like,
it
people
was-
would add, take away, add, take
Nah,
away.
they was doing it was good dividend. It was money still in there.
I'm one of those people. I got issues when preachers get too much money. Like, I don't know that preachers need to own personal jets. I don't know.
Or Lamborghinis.
I don't know
And
that.
you're driving around in a little sports. Wait, they're driving in a sports
I don't know
car.
that televangelists need their own airports.
Like, you need to be with the people. Get on the bus like everybody else.
Come
Well,
on.
yo, it has been so dope having you hang out with us. And I hear you're going to be getting a little naughty with Candy Burris this weekend here in Atlanta. What's that all about?
Yes. Let me tell you all about it. So, this Saturday, we're going to be at the Marriott Northeast Emory area, in which is a free event, honey. And it's Women's Month, and we're in the Women's Month right. So there will be vendors, there will be artists there, and of course, Candy, baby. And Candy will be there. I'll be on the panel with Candy, and we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship. We're going to be talking about getting yourself, woman empowerment, number one. And also, there will be some doctors there to educate the ladies about their body and answer any questions. So, if you are available this Saturday, come through, because this is where you need to, and men, you too. Headkrack, Tanner, I want to see you there. Because men, you need to get educated about women's bodies and women's emotional support and all that other great stuff.
Can't just WebMD that?
Yeah.
No.
ChatGPT's been telling me a bunch.
No, you can't WebMD. Come enjoy the experience. And then I want all the ladies to come through, because this is a really, really great event, and it's free. So go to Eventbrite, register. It's under Candy, Bedroom Candy, honey. And it's a social affair. I want y'all there. So I can't wait to see you.
So will they be doing like bedroom candy demonstrations as well?
Yes. So some of her consultants will be there doing demonstrations. Okay, because at the end of the day, when it comes to women empowerment, we're empowering our bodies, our minds, our souls. It's a whole thing. It's a collective. And all of that will be there ready.
So guys,
come
go out there and
through.
get dominated. I'll be the one with the top hat and monocle.
Okay. Get it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
excited about this. So excited. So I'm so happy to be bringing this to Atlanta, and so happy to be working with Candy, baby. Yes.
Okay.
All right, after the break,
Candy.
one of the spiciest Georgia peaches around is going to join us. Drew Sidora from The Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be here, and we'll see y'all in 2 minutes.
welcome back. Now today we have actress, singer, and one of the cast members of the Real Housewives of Atlanta in the building. Please welcome Drew Sidora.
Hey,
what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, girl? Feel that energy. Another female.
Yes. All right, Drew, this season of Housewives is different because there are some newbies on the show.
Yes.
How do you feel about the casting shakeup here?
I think it was needed, right? Like, I mean, you gotta realize I am the last peach standing, and there have literally been a new group of girls every season for me. Wow. So I am like hoping that these girls are here to stay, so we can go deeper, connect, you know, because I've never had that. And that's what made the show so special, is like you saw these group of ladies evolve every season after season. I have never had that.
I remember
We don't talk
when
about
you
that
were the
enough.
freshman and everybody else was the OGs, and it's crazy now you're the senior.
I guess kind of right. I am, I guess.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, so what are we gonna
Crazy.
expect for you this season?
So
Different from
much.
the
I
last.
mean, you're following my personal life, you know, still going through my divorce, but I'm also opening up and sharing my new music, my album that just dropped, so you get to see that process and what that was like for me during that time. I'm super proud of it. A lot of good music, and that's really what I just took time to pour my heart into, was the music, to tell my story.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
huge.
you. So I don't got to talk too much, you know, just press play.
Okay, and let the music do the talking for you.
Period.
You know, I often find myself in a position where I have to be Switzerland because, you know, it seems like the girls are always fighting. And it seems there's a little bit of drama with you and Porsha about how you secretly started working with Dennis. Some people say it was sneaky, but ultimately, are you and Porsha good right now?
Who said secretly? Me and Porsha had a conversation. She was aware and she knew. She supported. And today, she put up a comment with fire emojis.
Okay.
It said, Drew, fire, fire. So I would say things are positive. We are like slowly getting back on track, because I didn't do anything to Porsha. Like, I consider Porsha to be a friend, and I would never do that to her. It was strictly business. We worked really hard on this project. I'm not that girl. I'm just not that girl.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? So it was nothing sneaky, nothing behind her back. She was like a fan of the music from the beginning, so.
Well, you know, like,
I should do a duet.
I'm saying, like, she sings, like, we could just put a tour together
And just
come
work
on the
together.
roster, Dennis EP her, like, it could be a whole thing.
Kim could come out and do party for the party in the middle of it. Like
Shamia's
special
working
guest.
on her music. That's throwback.
Well, that is a throwback.
Legendary.
Well, Drew, you know, like, everybody's always looking for anything to insert drama into, especially in Real Housewives land. You know,
Yeah.
they're fine. The fans are looking for things to
Yes,
insert drama
always.
into. Speaking of Porsha, recently she was on Cosmopolitan and she was asked which housewife needed help with their style.
Really?
Here is what she had to say.
Question number one, out of all of your Housewives of Atlanta castmates, who needs the most help with their style?
Style.
Can I say what the fans say? I don't want to say what I say, because sometimes I don't be doing the thing. You know what I mean? The fans come for Shamia, the fans come for Drew sometimes, but I think they both dress very expensive. Well, one dress is expensive, one is like Fashion Nova. Who wears the clothes and doesn't let the clothes wear them? That would be Drew. You know, she looks very nice in her clothes. Like, she puts it together very well. But Shamia does have that drip. So there's that. So I answer that,
Ooh. Since when don't the girls like Fashion Nova, though? I was like, we love Fashion Nova.
Exactly.
What's up?
It's not what you wear, it's how you wear it.
How you
I
wear
don't know if
it.
you hear the girls talking trash about Fashion Nova. I do hear a little Shein shade from time to time. That's about it.
You don't have to do label.
Shade.
It's like tossing a cute little label, like a nice little bag, whatever.
Little
Keep it
accessory.
pushing. Just keep it sexy, keep it cute.
Period.
She tried it.
Yeah.
Wasn't no shade.
Well, damn. That's what we thought we was gonna have peace.
You never hear that. You never hear some guy and I'm like, oh, the clothes are wearing him.
Can you imagine? Men only got choices: shirt, pants.
Yeah, right. Keep it simple.
Like, real simple. Like, why he wear that shirt though?
They call it H&M because I wouldn't shop there. Anyway, man, so I also heard that your estranged husband Ralph lives in your basement and does a podcast from there. How long do you think this is gonna go on?
I mean, who's watching from the basement? Are people watching the basement?
I'm not sure, but I mean,
Let's just say this, we've heard. We haven't actually watched The Basement Show. Is it called The Basement Show?
It's
Surely.
Ralph in the Basement is the name of the show. I didn't know he was doing that. Him downstairs. I did not know that was what was going right. Did not know.
it's a nice basement. I would say.
The basement look amazing.
At
Him
least it looks
downstairs
good.
look
I
nice
mean,
in that basement.
Is it awkward at all, or is it like not awkward at all in the slightest?
I mean, obviously, it's it's a new normal. It's not ideal,
It's
but
not ideal.
I'd say on the upper level, and we don't have too many run-ins. I mean, we're working on a healthy co-parenting relationship, but I don't know what he be doing. Well, now I know what he's doing in the basement.
Okay.
I didn't know before, but he's very busy.
That's probably the least worst thing that he could be doing in the basement.
If you really think about it.
Yeah.
But who knows what else he's doing? Because I don't know.
Be having a freak off.
Yeah.
You said baby oil in the basement?
Or
Not baby oil in the basement.
Listen, the baby oil is not even on the shelves no more.
Oh my God! What is happening?
But when y'all do cross paths, because is he not allowed to go on the second floor at all?
He can go on the upper level, like on his parenting weekends. And we may have a run-in in the driveway, throwing out trash at the same time.
Sure.
From time to time. But honestly, like, we don't. God is orchestrated in a way where I've been busy, and it's like we're passing trains in the midnight hour. Like, I don't see him, he doesn't bother me, I don't bother him.
It's contracted perfectly.
It's coordinated
You're like,
perfectly.
he's a tenant that I never see.
Yes, we are roommates at this point, and I don't see him, and we keep it moving.
That Uber Eats shows up, and you're like, no, that's in the basement.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see what he got. I'm hungry. Let me.
Is that lobster in
Is
there?
that
Unlovingly throws it downstairs.
That is for me. As a matter of fact, yes,
my
you do have the right
gosh.
spot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of Ralph, what do you think about him posting that he's paid for the house and that he's been paying for all the bills the last 10 years? Sorry to get in your mess like this. The inquiring minds want to know.
I mean, that was a lot. I think for me, the most disturbing part was like saying he took care of me and my family, because that did hurt like my actual like family members. Like, what are you saying? Like, it's just a lot of things being thrown out there that are false. And it just feels like it's looking for a moment. It's starting not to feel genuine. It's almost like, is this a joke to you? Because let's not act like we weren't married for 10 years. Let's not act like there was a lot of love there. So I just feel like now it's becoming like trolling.
It is interesting you
feels
say
like
looking for a
trolling.
moment because it's like, oh, now's the time I'm going to do a podcast.
Exactly. Now that we've got the show, and let's not forget, this was posted the day my album dropped.
So
So
like, let me get my attention in.
yeah,
It wasn't
felt
like a bonus deluxe feature that came with your album, or like
it was that I didn't know about. Threw his bonus in there.
That was a secret track.
It was like a
Side
2-for-1.
promotion. He was PRing for you on the side. You didn't even know about it. You didn't even know.
Listen, it was a 2-for-1 I didn't ask for.
wow.
So
You do an extra side. Now, you've been married for 10 years. I've been married for 10 years.
Really?
Got divorced. I want to know, how does it feel now that you're single? How does that feel for you now?
I mean, well, we're still going through our divorce. It's like still going on, right? The process is going forth. But I mean, I think it is a separation there that does give me a little more freedom to really get back to me. I'm enjoying it. I feel lighter, but I thank God I was able to go through this and heal. Like, if you would have talked to me and asked me a year ago, I would have been having all kind of words and blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, all is love. Like, it's peaceful over here. And I'm putting my energy into something productive. I think everybody needs an outlet.
Yes.
And so I definitely found my outlet. I'm staying focused, and I'm not entertaining the madness.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that. So
Yeah.
you're self-loving all the time.
Self-love is most important. And when I get ready, you know what I mean? Like, I've been on a date or two, but it's just not like right now, like to fully commit.
How soon before you feel comfortable bringing him to the house?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You got the whole top quadrant.
That's a good question.
Ooh, it's messy. It feels like that's the marital home. And I'm respectful. Like, I wouldn't want to do something that I wouldn't done to me. So it just feels like this is what we shared. I need to have some new beginnings and new energy before I introduce a new situation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Drew from the upstairs.
Yeah, like, you need to get all of Drew, not just upper level Drew. Like, that's
And talking about Drew, let's talk about your album. Why did you call it I Did It To Me? What does that mean?
So the album was like really intentional because I feel like it's only so long you can point the finger at the other person. At some point, you have to take accountability, look in the mirror, and not keep making the same mistakes. So that for me was like what I realized. I can't change the other person. All I can do is make sure I'm better and really take ownership for the things I did, the things I didn't do, the things I allowed, and the mistakes that I made.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a song for every occasion on that album?
Yes.
Let's just say if you just like found some money in your pants that you ain't wore a long time, what's the song you want to listen to after that?
When you go to the strip club, it's giving Good Girl Bad B. Like, that's the record.
okay.
I want to get outside. And I think this album was like my journey. So you're gonna know and feel all the feels that I had during that time. There's the moment you're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna feel sexy, you're gonna feel empowered. I'm talking my ish, like, you know, that was a real, true healing journey for me. So you're gonna get everything, like every emotion.
And I think every woman that's ever been in a divorce, a breakup, man, we're emotional. So we have to go through these emotional steps. And men, y'all need to go through y'all emotional steps.
We don't have feelings.
And heal.
No, men just jump.
They just jump. They be like, rebound. Rebound. They playing basketball when they dating women. They playing basketball. They like, let me get that rebound.
Yes.
Let me get that rebound.
Yes.
That's
I mean, we do hit the gym, that's for sure. But no, men have emotions. We just handle it. I would say not all men. Clearly, some men don't. But like the thing you're talking about is like the healing that you decided. I did this to myself. I have to look at the decisions that I've made.
Yes.
Like
Inward.
that's significant personal growth.
Yeah.
And some men can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you one of them?
Yeah, sure. I am. I definitely am. But not all. Yeah.
Kudos to you for
You
that.
see that?
I'm from
woman?
a long line
Men,
of petty pirates.
do have
Petty.
I
He
operate
said petty
differently.
pirate, so he
Yeah.
said nah. No?
Yeah, I got feelings, but they get displayed very weirdly. I internalize a lot. But enough about me. It's all
you don't
about
hear
you.
about it.
Drew, thank you
Oh,
for stopping
well.
by. And make sure you download and stream her latest album, I Did It To Me, and check out every week on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is the last peach standing. She's on the strongest branch. You know what I mean?
Queen of all peaches.
She controls the temperature of the whole house to the top floor.
Got a hostage in the face. Okay, after the break, we got random investigations and so much more. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Welcome back. It's time for a little beef. And I didn't have dwarf versus Disney beef on my 2025 bingo card, but yet here we are. So actor John Ferguson, who has dwarfism, staged a protest at the movie theater against the Snow White remake using CGI dwarfs instead of hiring real ones. Check this out.
Seems like nowadays you can protest about just about anything.
Wow.
Well, why don't I begin a protest about the fact that Disney decided to use CGI dwarfs? Not even the real thing. We could have gotten hired. We could have gotten money for something.
Ooh, chop it.
No.
Hit it.
You gonna hit it?
Whoa!
They're so ashamed of the CGI dwarfs. They don't even have it on the first flyer. Well, it's time. It's time to make a movement.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
You wash the dishes.
Oh, now you messing the movie up for the nobody that's in there.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised they haven't escorted you out yet. They will shortly. Some people, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do that. I actually think this is serious. I legitimately think he's got a real gripe here. Some people in the dwarf community think this all started with Game of Thrones star Peter Dinklage and his comments about dwarfism being typecast for these roles. Dinklage was opposed originally because of the stereotype or the caricature of dwarves working in a cave or working in the mines, and so that was his whole thing originally. But here's the thing: is like, can anyone win, or do we all lose in this sort of like talent representation fight?
I'm honestly going to say this. There's no CGI for tall people. So I'm about equal opportunity for everyone, and I think everybody should get employed. Now, this is the way I'm thinking about it. So imagine if you did 12 slaves and they weren't black. That's how I'm thinking about it.
Or you CGI them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if the slaves weren't black.
No, but not all slaves were black. But if we're doing a slave narrative set in a certain period of time, yes. You want that representation.
Or you just CGI'd them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be unspeakable.
That would be wild.
That would be crazy.
Yo, that would be
wild. That would be so. Can you imagine the disrespect? Boom, the disrespect.
I've been very adamant about my hatred for this whole situation and all of the anger. You need to be standing with that same axe in front of Peter Dinklage's house because he was the one who flipped over the table. It didn't even flip. He tried to flip over the table to make people mad about the fact that there was dwarfs in the movie, costing the jobs of 7 people who could have been employed. That could have been Warwick Davis, the little black dwarf from Friday, could have been in that joint. Who else we got? Is
little person
who's alive?
Yeah. Well,
there's a lot of little people could have had a job.
Probably. Honestly, this would have been life-changing for some that we don't even know. Some that have been on the grind to try to be actors. You know. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad all around, and I think Disney. I don't know. I feel the movie's gonna fail.
And it's already failing. It's failing poorly.
Poorly.
Yeah.
Like they even shot a version that had regular-sized dwarfs.
I saw that.
And they didn't quite edit them fully out of the movie. So there's one scene where you kind of see them in the back, and they look wild and important, but you don't get to see them do nothing because that whole storyline arc got recut for the CGI dwarfs.
It's just
that's sad. I mean, little people, I'm on your side.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, little people, I'm on your side.
The other thing that I think is so important is we hear this a lot of times with like different cultures, and now we can talk about little people culture. It's like they're not a monolith.
Right.
And so Peter Dinklage is entitled to feel how he feels about it.
Yes.
But like I said, there's this guy there causing the protest. Like, he deserved an audition.
And meanwhile, Peter Dinklage is about to play the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
A role that he stole from a Tawley.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
A regular-sized human being. That could have been either of our jobs.
Anybody.
Yeah.
It could have been yours.
It could have been me.
It could have been yours.
All right. It's time for another
Random investigations. Imagine having a detachable penis, and I ain't talking about a strap-on.
Okay.
So the male Argonaut octopus has a long detachable phallus, aka a modified octopus arm. That's what they used to call me back in school, with a sperm ball inside that can detach from its body and float over to a female to mate. Talk about shooting your shot.
What? Now, plot twist, babies. What if the male dies right after, but get this, though, the female, now y'all gotta help me out with that word, Tana. Argonaut, baby, which is about 5 times the male size, can store multiple phalluses in her special cavity.
Oh, what's up, girl?
It's an octothigh. Now, that's giving bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. Male Argonaut octopus.
That is different.
Literally fires up his penis gun and shoots it across the room. And then dies.
Catch this.
But do you realize how hard you gotta bust to die?
Wow.
Wow. I mean, there are plenty of people that are in the cemetery that happen to. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Sad but true.
Sometimes when you take those gas station supplements, your whole body goes stiff.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Then you die.
Stay away from the horny goat weed. I don't care what it says on the package. That ain't helping you out.
It ain't. Trick Daddy, you hear that, baby. I know. You dating them young ones. Stay away from them packages and them blue pills.
I don't think we know anything about the wild world of the sea. You know, we was talking earlier, like this week, there was a situation where a man got strangled by an octopus under the water.
Yeah.
And Yo, man, like the real freaks are under the ocean.
They are.
Yeah.
Even the pretty jellyfish, they can kill you.
Yeah.
And did y'all see that rare dolphin that's black and white?
Really?
Yeah, it looks like a killer whale, but it's actually a dolphin.
Really?
It's a lot that we don't know about the sea.
Do you know that dolphins are the Bill Cosbys of the sea? Did you know that?
First of all,
yeah.
I did know that.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move on.
All right. Enough about them dolphins. Okay, it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Photo Shoot Friday.
All right, let's kick it off with Ben back in the streets. Affleck looking quite debonair, honey, for a GQ magazine photo.
I need my man Ben Affleck to crack a smile. Just one. Can we see those teeth? This almost looks like AI.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it looks sexy. He did his thing with that. Sometimes might be smiling through his eyes, and we just can't see it through the shades. He's smiling. He's giving you that, I am corporate, I am,
Covering up a hangover. He just fumbled Jennifer Lopez again.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like, did he fumble or did he purposely
Escape.
Escape?
Oh, really? So y'all will not get out?
Well, you never know. You never know. Okay, next up we have legendary Smize queens. They're Tyra Banks giving us glam and Tina Turner inspired tresses on the new cover of Essence. I like big hair, and I cannot lie.
Ooh.
Let's get that photo back. She was looking great
let me see that. She served.
She's serving fierce in that photo.
Yeah. Well, we're having the technical. The hair was so big, our system couldn't handle
They
it.
charge us per second when we have her on screen.
Exactly.
Last but not least, Doja Cat is giving us Grace Jones realness. That means she grew her hair back.
All right, who gave us the best photo shoot this week, babies?
Doja Cat's doing something for me right here.
Yo.
I do enjoy this. Mother Cat.
It's giving me a little Grace Jones from Boomerang with a little,
Well, a little J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch Spider-Man, you know.
Doja Cat. I like this sort of new Doja Cat we've been getting. Like when she was singing at the Oscars, I thought that was stunning. I thought this photo shoot is stunning. We've come quite a way from bitch, I'm a cow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro, if you ever see her in the wild, shoot your shot, because if history has shown me she mostly drinks from your fountain.
Really? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming out of the single world.
Let's go.
Water fountains in the 1950s. Doja Cat. I think Ben smashed it. Ben Affleck smashed it because he's giving you a different steez. Because usually you see him with a different type of tired look. But this time he gave you a cool tired look. I'm tired because I've been partying.
Yeah.
I'm with Ben. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's something about it. It's the colors. It's giving me a different Ben Affleck. I actually really, really like it. I'll smash. Period.
Okay. All right. All right. After the break, it's time for some birthday cake and flick pics. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back. It's Friday, so if you're celebrating a birthday, you're celebrating with country singing legend and the white Mary J. Blige, Reba McEntire. Here's your one chance, Fancy Don't Let Me Down. Also from Oklahoma. Love Reba.
Yeah, and we're in a bad romance with Lady Gaga. She's 39.
Gaga.
Save the last dance for us. Julia Stiles is 44, and she's also like a civil rights fountain, but post the 70s, she'll let everyone drink.
Funny man and infamous wedding crasher Vince Vaughn is 55. You're so money, baby.
And lights, camera, in action. Rapper and 1/4 of the Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks is 54.
All right, man. Who we sliding this piece of cake to? Who
These
y'all
are
got in
good
chat?
birthdays. These are really good birthdays. I got to tell y'all something. I'm going to jump out. I got to give it to Reba. And the reason I got to give it to Reba is she's from the same part of the state that I'm from. I'm from like a little podunk town in southeast Oklahoma, and Reba's from not too far from there and went to a college that a bunch of my friends and family went to. And so I got to get love with Reba. There's not a lot of famous Okies, and she's like the only one we got.
Rep the set, bro.
Rep the set.
Rep the set. I'm right with you, Tanner.
Yeah.
I gotta rap, baby. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm hip hop all day, and I gotta give it to Mr. Cheeks, baby.
Okay.
Happy birthday, honey. Ooh.
Yo, I was so torn because, you know, the Vince Vaughn component.
Oh, yeah.
However, I don't know Vince Vaughn, and I'm on a song with Mr. Cheeks that no one's heard yet. But every Friday when I would get paid, when I used to work at Target, my go-to album right after, because I didn't work Friday, so I would go to Target, go pick up my check, because I didn't believe in direct deposit. I don't trust people.
Okay.
I would listen to the Lost Boys album, Legal Drug Money, and that was just the best album to listen to on a Friday night when you had things to do. The Chivas, the liquors, the condoms, and then like Renee, I like the way he would over-explain things. She went to law school. Shorty studied law. Yeah. Yes, she did, Cheeks. Yes, she did.
Just in case you didn't understand what you do at law school.
Right.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
She studied law. That's what she did there.
You go to law school because she likes science?
Yeah.
So hell yeah, man. Who y'all got in the chat? I'm seeing a little bit of Reba love. I was actually shocked to see that in there. And also, y'all run it up for Lady Gaga, who is not in such of a bad romance no more because she recently got
engaged.
Yeah. Good for her.
We don't see a whole lot from Julia Stiles. It's been a while, I think, since we heard from her.
Yeah, I think once you started seeing it with more black dudes, like people just started casting her differently.
Yeah, that's. Well, you know.
Yeah. It's weird how Hollywood works that way.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
But she was in Save the Last Dance, which you mentioned. Was she not in? Oh no, I was thinking of the movie, the show Homeland. She wasn't in that.
I don't think that was her,
that was the girl Cries Bad.
Carrie Russ. Carrie.
There was an old meme that showed all the times
Yeah.
the chick was crying, and I forgot the lady's name. Because
She had the curly red hair. Her name was Curry. I can't think of her home. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the different.
She's
Spice
blonde.
I'm
She's
starting to
blonde
notice that y'all both don't know.
Yeah, when you live
If
too
y'all
long,
were playing
there's a lot of-
charades, y'all lost.
There's
right
a lot of people out there. DeVito, what has been like either the best that you've had or the best that you went to? What's the most memorable birthday party?
Oh my goodness. The most memorable birthday party. That's a good one. I would like to say, my cousins. My cousins.
What about it?
It was very memorable because we were dancing, we were having a good time, like you normally do. And listen, I'm not saying I laughed, but I'm gonna say I cried. So we was dancing, and my cousin falls, slides across the whole floor, and knocks down everything, all of the backdrop, all of that, off of just the Kid and Play. Yes, the Kid and Play.
How hard did she
I
do
don't
that
even
kick
know
step?
what happened when they did that kick to the back. That kick to the back was like, I think my other cousin had some Mortal Kombat, stress, some little.
That's some of that Liu Kang.
Yeah, and it was like, you remember back when you used to try to play with my toys?
Oh.
And they kicked way back. So,
One cousin kicked the other cousin into the backdrop.
Doing the Kid and Play dance. That Kid and Play dance could be dangerous. It could be dangerous.
What's the name of the cousin that did the kick?
Malika.
Shout out to Malika because for you to wait all that time just for the opportunity to present itself, for you to do the Kid and Play kick step dance, to use that opportunity to kick a person into a whole backdrop and knock everything down in the middle of a party, you're a true Apollo legend.
Yeah, diabolical. Patience, diabolical.
You did that,
Vengeance
sis.
don't have to happen the day the incident happens. You could wait till a weird anniversary.
Best served cold, right? Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Oh, shout out to y'all in the chat. Claire Danes.
Claire Danes.
Now, you never let us down. Thank you so much.
Thanks for helping them, because this right here, I was confused. I would have lost the whole game of charades.
Not going to get to the bottom of it. You guys headed to the theater this weekend?
Yeah.
Because if you are, you know we got you covered. The Woman in the Yard, starring Danielle Deadweiler and Russell Hornsby, drops today. Here's the trailer.
When the sun is bright.
Uh-oh. Kid voice. You know it's going to be scary.
And the wind is still.
This is giving children of the corn.
She comes to you like a sudden chill.
I saw the full trailer of this. It's scary. It's real freaky.
I love a horror movie.
Me too.
Draped in black, from head to toe. How she got there, you'll never know.
Anytime you see her hair braided like that in a movie, terrible things are gonna happen.
It was the field that got me.
Today's the day.
No.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I'm here for it. Ooh, I'm so
Yikes.
here for it. I'm here for that.
Danielle Deadweiler's an amazing actress as well. She's really good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Tubi as well to come out with their version, Yardie Woman.
That girl in the yard.
It's like a Jamaican woman outside, I just want to talk. I'm coming from the things.
With the Java Ranks music playing in the background.
Or a little
Patra. Yeah, a little Patra.
I'm on a romantic call. I'm just a yardie up in the yard. Nah, but I've been wanting to see this movie since I saw the first trailer, and I'm pumped up to go see that. And
I'm super excited.
and there's also the new Jason Statham movie to come out this weekend, The Working Man.
Working Man.
Yes.
I went to the premiere last night. That man beat people up with everything. Everything he could find.
Really?
And sometimes his fist.
Yeah.
I love
Classic
Jason in
Statham.
action.
All right, we're going to be back in 2 minutes with everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it?
Woo!
All right, we're getting right into it. We've heard of road rage, but what about karaoke rage? So a 34-year-old man got so mad at a Clearwater bar's karaoke machine was down, he pulled out a gun over it. Sir, this ain't The Voice.
Relax, please, man. The music maniac stormed out of the venue, and when a neighborly dude tried to calm him down, he fired the blicky into oblivion, but luckily it was just a warning shot. Nobody got hurt.
The victim told cops he was, living on a prayer because he thought the karaoke rager was going to kill him, and here's the kicker, he wasn't supposed to have a gun in the first place since he's a felon.
Despite that very important fact, the pop music gun popper was in possession of a Glock when the cops pulled up. He was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and felony in possession of a firearm. All right.
Okay, whose cousin do we think this is? My cousin, HK's cousin, other cousin?
Ooh, I already know.
Who, what?
See, just by the description, my cousin been selling CDs, and you know, he been on the corner, and listen, he didn't get his album out, and he a little upset, so karaoke night was his moment to get his CDs out. So, listen, Headkrack.
That was us?
It might have been us, baby. It might have been us. You know how hard it is. The grind is hard. The music industry is hard.
Yeah.
That was probably his time to shine. It was his time to shine.
Yeah.
He forgot he was a felon, though.
You know, usually if there's a karaoke spot and it's not like a curated karaoke night, I might be the only black person there.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I think it depends on where you at.
My
There's
cousins love karaoke. You want to go it? You want to see it?
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
So I'm gonna say that it is Tanner's cousin.
My cousin.
You going with us?
Our cousin.
Okay, there we go.
3, 2, 1.
Move that van. Yep. Aaron Jablonski. Excellent. Super white name.
He kind of also hovers on other because he could be Polish with a last name like
but
Jablonski.
I would almost argue that Polish is still. That's still.
The crazy
Still
thing,
you.
they don't even know for sure.
Thank you, us.
And that's
I'm
the
sorry.
rumor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for blaming us.
Yeah.
I just know our grind.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens
know
all
our
the time.
Yeah, but there's been many times we've been strong and wrong.
Yeah.
If people want to tap into your energy, maybe even run down on you at the event this weekend, where can they see you?
You can see me this Saturday, Candy, and my social media is I am Davita.D. Catch me on Instagram. I post everything I'm doing. And you can catch me with Kelly Kells this Saturday with Candy Burrs. It's about to be a blast.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much for hanging with us today. We've had so
Yes.
much fun.
I had a blast with you guys. Y'all better make sure I come back. I want to come back.
Pull up.
This was fun.
And we're going to blast back at y'all next week. Y'all be cool, be safe, and until next time.
Bye.